Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft and philanthropist. William Bill Henry Gates was born October 28, 1955 in an upper middle class family in Seattle, Washington. An avid Gates excelled at Lakeside School and did very well in many subjects. In 8th grade, the Mothers Club at the school purchased a teletype block of time on the school's computer. Gates would spend as much time as he could on the computer and wrote his first program at the age of 13, a tic-tac-toe in basic computer language that allowed users to play against the computer. In 1973, he graduated from school with a score of 1590 out of 1600 on his SAT tests. During his time at school, Gates had a best friend called Paul Allen. Over the love of computers, they had to build a computer program based on the Intel 8008 chip called TrowFound, data that monitored traffic patterns in Seattle. Although Gates had acquired a place at Harvard University to study law, he would eventually drop out in 1975 to pursue a business with Allen.
Gates and Allen, inspired by an article in popular electronics magazine on the Altair 8800. They contact to the company who made the Altair called Micro Instrumentation and Telemetry Systems. They were saying that they were developing a basic software program that would run the Altair computer. The reality was that they didn't have an Altair to work with. The company agreed to a demonstration, so the pair worked hard on writing the program. The program worked and was hired by the company. Gates would soon leave Harvard to join him. Gates and Allen then established Microsoft on April 4 in 1975. With Gates as the CEO, the name was a blend of microcomputer and software.
He adapted it for the PC and delivered it to IBM as a PC-DOS for the same price of 15,000 the source code. Gates required that manufacturers including IBM pay a licensing fee. Microsoft licenses the software to PC manufacturers, as MS-DOS making the company a major player in the industry with sales going from $7 million in 1980 to $16 million in 1981. At the same time, Apple, led by Steve Jobs, invited Microsoft to write software for their computers. Through the collaboration, Gates identified that Macintosh Work in Progress graphical user interface was much more friendly than the text and keyboard driven MS-DOS system. Microsoft currently had Gates, who then soon announced his own graphical user interface called Windows for all PCs with MS-DOS. In 1984, Apple launched the Macintosh, and a year later, Gates and Microsoft launched Windows. In 1987, Bill Gates, at the age of 31, had become the world's youngest billionaire.
Bill Gates, at age 31, had become the world's youngest billionaire. Gates continued to improve Windows and persuade computer manufacturers to preload it on every computer it sold. By 1993, Windows was running on almost 85% of the world's computers. This would also cause investigations into Microsoft for unfair marketing practices as a monopoly. In 1995, Gates launched the revolutionary Windows 95 and expanded into the World Wide Web. After his internet tidal wave memo, by 1998, Microsoft was the world's biggest company. Gates stepped down as CEO in 2002. Steve Ballmer. Since then, Bill Gates has dedicated his life to philanthropy, has no, found, founding disease prevention, combating poverty, and improving education around the world.